All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome in. If you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you hit that like button. If you're watching on a replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't know how many orders we have. Hold on. We have 13 orders going out the door from yesterday. 13, 9 eBay, 3 Poshmark, 1 Mercari. What's up, Trisha? Good morning, good morning. Oh, I'm just waking up. Sweet hoodie, I got this from Joel. Got my hoodie from Joel. We're at pretty good resells. I got two of these Polo Bear ones. What's up, DW? Appreciate the gifts. Welcome in, everybody. Let me know how your sales were yesterday. I know I haven't been on live for the last couple mornings because Chris was down, so we went thrifting together on, obviously Monday was Christmas. Tuesday we went thrifting in Sarasota. And then yesterday we did our live thrift, so didn't make much live video content, but we're back to normal now. It was fun yesterday. Hopefully you guys were able to come out to Chris's Whatnot show. It was a lot of fun. Did it right in K-Way Studios, as Chris says. What's up, a DeReal Taurus? Sold a Tommy Bahama shirt, an Under Armour polo, and a CD. Nice. I sold a Tommy Bahama shirt the other day. Concertnista? Concertnista. I like that name. What's up? What's up, Patriot Girl? Welcome in, everybody. Announcement time? Not yet. I have to film the announcement video still. Yeah, I have to film it still. What's up, Joel? There's Joel right there. Speaking of where I got my hoodie from. How long have you been doing this? I've been doing this for... How long have I been doing this for now? 6 years? Reselling for 6 years, I believe. Yeah, it should be 6 years in November. Would have been 6 years. This week has been great so far. Yeah, this week has been pretty good too. I've averaged at least 10 sales per day, I think, for the last few days. I think it's like almost 12 sales per day for the last few days. Love that hoodie. Run it. You should have been on Joel's auction. You could have won this. I got this one and another one. They're both my size, so I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. Have you ever sold live on Poshmark? I've never sold live on Poshmark. There's another platform that reached out to me that wants me to sell live on their platform. They have to get it running a little bit better, but the platform is Jamble. They want me to run a live on theirs. I'm still open to do it, but they gotta work on a couple things first. They're a little too new for me to bring my good inventory over there because there's not enough users over there, and they're only iPhone based. So that's the only other platform I'm considering selling live on right now. What kind of profit can we expect in the first year of just starting? It depends on how much you list and how much you get into it. For the first year, for me, I probably did like 50 to 60K in sales, but I also worked really hard to get to that point. Did you like your Christmas present? Yes, I liked my Christmas present. I liked it, Kit Kat. What's up, Kit Kat? Hopefully you had a good Christmas. Hopefully you guys are having a good week, and then we have New Year's on the 1st. So obviously New Year's on the 1st. New Year's coming up on Monday, so... Yeah. Can we see the new shirt? Well, you can see this one. I got Buried shirts still on from last night. Just found you yesterday. Where are you reselling? I sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. You should wear a lot. Yeah, I like this. The Buried shirt is very funny. I opened it and I laughed so loud. I was not here last night. I was at a concert. You want to see the shirt under the hoodie? It's just Kayla's roommate shirt. That's the so stupid. What's up, Central Illinois? Welcome in. How do you do taxes when it comes to reselling? Just like any other business, you pay taxes on your profit. You do your profit and loss. You take out your expenses. Well, you do your sales. You take out your expenses. Take out a bunch of deductions, talk to your tax advisor, and then you do your taxes based off your profit. That's your present? I thought it came from Buried. It was my creation, not Buried. Don't give him credit. Oh, I thought this was Buried's. I thought it came from Buried because it just said, I didn't look at the address. Okay, so it came from, did it come from Buried's house or did it come from you? I'm confused. I'm thoroughly confused. How many products did you list per day? When I first started on eBay, I listed... I try to list somewhere between 5 and 10 products per day. Mama Berry made it for me. Oh, okay, got you. Okay, so it was your idea, and then she made it. Got you. Okay, now it's starting to make sense. She ordered it from Mama Berry. Appreciate you, Nice City. What's up, Blended? Blended likes the Ralph Lauren. What platform sells more? Poshmark, Mercari, eBay sells more. I can give you my numbers actually for 2024. This is why I like me and Chris and Ethan were talking about spreadsheets and how we should simplify them. Yesterday when we were at lunch, we're having a business meeting, but we were talking about how we should simplify our spreadsheets to make the spreadsheet portion faster because that's the thing that takes the longest. But I actually like doing the longer process. So when I get questions like this, I can just refer to my spreadsheet and go right into the details instead of condensing it down, keep it expanded so I can like really talk about my numbers and all that stuff. So people who are just coming on, just learning, just thinking like, is this going to be profitable? I can like show them that it can be profitable. So this year on eBay, I sold 2,583 units. On Poshmark, I sold 804, and then Mercari, I sold 441. So as you can see by those numbers, eBay by far is the best platform out of those three. When it comes to my best platform, though, it's Whatnot by far. Whatnot, I've sold 4,537 units. So Whatnot almost doubled eBay this year, and I started Whatnot later. Duer, yes, Duer is a really good brand. I found Duer twice, both in pants, not in shorts, but they sell really fast, really good. Have you ever heard of Bogner? Yes, Bogner is really high-end ski. I hardly ever find it here in Florida. If I do find it, I always find it in red, white, and blue. Appreciate the follow. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit the follow button. What I'm doing is right now I'm answering a bunch of questions, but I'm going to get started on shipping some items that sold yesterday. So if you want to learn how to do this, the brands that sell well, all that good stuff, feel free to ask some questions down in the chat as I'm shipping. I'll try to answer as many as I can, but this is the live for you. You can learn how to resell, all that good stuff. Where do you mostly source your items at? Thrift stores. I mostly source at thrift stores. What computer program should you start out with to organize your numbers? Jennifer, there's actually, it's not a program, it's a Google Sheets spreadsheet that my friend Jason Hayes sells. So that's the one I'm currently using right now to go over all my numbers. If you're interested in that, it's in my link tree or my pin post on Facebook. And there's a discount code. It's a one-time charge, so I think it's like $40, and you get, I think, 10% off with my discount code. So yeah, that's how I keep up with all my numbers throughout the year. If you guys don't have a spreadsheet, you should have a spreadsheet for this upcoming year. If you don't know your numbers, you need to know your numbers. It makes tax season a lot easier because you can just give your spreadsheet to your tax advisor and then give them a little bit of extra information they need about square footage and all that, gas mileage and all that stuff. Give it to them, give them the spreadsheet. They'll be able to do all your taxes just through your spreadsheet. So if you're interested, I have a link in my bio. Feel free to buy it. What's up, Chris at P? Chris just woke up, by the way. Holy, what in the world just happened? Chris, I'm tired. Chris, the reason I'm on so late today is because Chris forced me to ship out all of his orders, and then he said, "You're shipping them from your house, and I'm not taking no for an answer." Is a spreadsheet? Yes, it's a one-time cost. It's not monthly. It's like $40. I think it's $40 a month, or $40 for the one-time charge. You get it for the whole year, and then you can copy it and you can use it for next year. Although he does create different pieces of the spreadsheet every single year. So, is it over 20K now? Did it change? Genio, it moved to 20K, but what I'll tell you is your tax advisor is going to tell you should pay taxes on all your profit, no matter if it's $20 or 20K or 200K. You still should pay taxes on your profit. Whether you decide to do that or not, that's up to you, but your tax advisor should advise you the same way I just did. Different pieces of the spreadsheet every single year. So when there's different pieces every single year. He adds different things. Like this year, he added the creator spreadsheet, which is good for people like me, like Chris, people who make content and get paid on other avenues. Now we can put all that in one spreadsheet, so it makes it easy. What's up, Beverly? All right, let's go ahead and get started. I know that was a long intro. That was like an 8-minute intro. Lots of questions. I like it. Keep the questions coming. First sale that we're going to go over is going to be a suit sale. I appreciate the gifts, Carrie. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. This is a Ralph Lauren suit. What's up, Joel? This is a Ralph Lauren suit. It's size 52. It's brand new with tags. I picked this up at a Goodwill for $18.17. It sold for $80 over on Mercari, of all places. Appreciate you, Kit Kat. So $18.17 sold for $80. After fees, shipping, cost of goods, I make a profit of $48.02 on a suit. The Ralph Lauren suit. I'm going to put it in a Happy Pack. I know I don't promote Happy Pack anymore, but their poly mailers they're more expensive, but they're more thick. So I'm going to put this into here because it'll protect it. This is actually going to Orlando, and it's only going to cost me $5.81 to ship a 2-pound suit, which is pretty crazy because it's right down the street. So is it called Google Spreadsheet? It is a Google Spreadsheet, Jennifer, but you get it through the link in my bio. Appreciate all the gifts. Thank you. That's a really, really good sale. Holy cow. Yeah, I can't read chat right now because there's some goofballs sending me a bunch of gifts. When shipping shoes, do you always use USPS shoebox? Not all the time. If it comes in a shoebox, if it comes in an actual shoebox, sometimes they don't fit in those USPS shoeboxes. So what I'll do is I buy some boxes. The 15 by 8 by 6 boxes I get off eBay with my quarterly coupon. By the way, if you haven't used your quarterly coupon, use it right now because it expires in a few days. So make sure you use it before the end of the year. But I use 15 by 8 by 6 boxes. I want your polo shirt. You can't get this. What you need to do is you need to go follow Joel over at Pretty Good Resales. What's up, MD Picker? MD Picker, I saw your video today. I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw your video pop up. You're going to start making reselling content. Let's go. You should follow Joel over at Pretty Good Resales. He has more too. See this guy right here? Follow him. No, that's Wazzy. Dang it. I pinned the wrong guy. What's up, Wazzy? That guy right there. Go follow that guy over on Whatnot. It's the same name on Whatnot. And he sells this stuff. I bought 2 of these. Like your polo. See, everybody likes the polo hoodie. Guys, should I start collecting polo hoodies? I had a conversation with Kayla about this. Should I start collecting polar bear items too? I already have Coogis. I should start collecting polar bear stuff too, right? Everybody likes to get polar bear in their life. Do you cross post? Yes, I use List Perfectly to do so, and I just did a live video like 4 days ago with List Perfectly. You can watch it on YouTube and Facebook. Getting back to the reselling and editing. Let's go. I love polar bears. Well, it's a polo bear, not a polar bear. It's close. He probably got edited though. I see what you did. All right, next up we got a Poshmark sale. This is a Lauren Ralph, or not Lauren Ralph Lauren. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, but it's a good size 2XB. Bigger sizes always sell better. I paid $6.96 for this. It sold for $29 over on Poshmark. So after fee, shipping, cost of goods, I make $16.24. Yeah, Polo, no, you're good. I got filtered. Nice. Figures. Saying those naughty words. I had to tell Chris, like, listen, all those naughty words you're saying, I got kids in this house. He wouldn't stop. He just kept going. It's that guy. All right, so this is going to go into a tieback envelope. I get these free from USPS.com. I use these on Poshmark because Poshmark gives you a priority mail label. I know this could go Ground Advantage, but with Poshmark you get a priority mail label. So use your free USPS supplies. Don't use your own supplies. Did you ship my stuff yet? No, I actually unboxed it all and I'm going to sell it on my next Whatnot. I don't care. Can't stop me now. You're already gone. Can't stop me now. Usually cover shipping for the buyer, so Poshmark charges shipping. The only platform I really cover shipping on anymore is Mercari or older eBay listings. Otherwise, I pretty much charge shipping on everything. Got lots of questions. How many hours would you say you put in a week with shipping, traveling? Okay, so if it's just reselling, guys, I only work like 40 hours a week. If you count all the social media stuff, that's where it goes over the 40. But to be honest, I work probably 60 to 70 hours a week, and Kayla probably works like 20 to 30. So between both of us, we do like 40 hours each. I just work a little bit more, but she takes care of the kiddos. So, but she's able to take care of the kiddos. She doesn't have to ask her boss to go pick up the kids if the kids are sick. Like, she's able to do that. So if you even both of us out, between both of us, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. We probably work like 40 hours a week between both of us on average. Do you make it cheaper? Do you make it cheaper than the rest of the sellers? No, I normally price right at market. Got a screenshot of that. Thanks, Wayne. Of what? We appreciate the social media hours. Well, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. When is a big announcement? I got to make the video. I've been busy. Chris has been forcing me to ship all of his orders for him, so I haven't had enough time to make that video. But I am going to work on it this week. I actually have a bunch of content. I filmed a bunch with Chris. So I have a couple of those videos coming out. I have the live thrift that I need to put up from like last week. And then I got to make that announcement video, and I got to do it a long form and short form. So that's going to be a task, but I'm going to work on that this weekend. All right, next up, we got a G-Star shirt. This is a men's G-Star denim shirt. Picked this up for $5.34 at a thrift store. Sold for 25 bucks after fee, shipping, cost of goods. I make $14.66. Give us a hint. I can't give you a hint. If I give you a hint, I'll give it away. It's too, yeah. If I give you a hint, I'll give it away. Sent you the pic? Okay, I'll look at it in a second. Tyvek envelope again. Poshmark sale goes in the Tyvek envelope. I've got a couple Apollo throw pillows from the late 90s. There's Polo Bear collectible plush every year. Nice. Hey, if you got them from the late 90s, they're probably worth a pretty penny. What's up, KM? KM Morrison? Finally caught alive. Let's go. What percentage of clothes do not get sold? I actually pretty much sell everything. I'll leave stuff listed for 2 years because my cost of goods is so low that I'll have it listed for a while. It doesn't really matter to me. It's not like I'm paying like $20 for something and selling it for 25 and only making a small margin. I'm buying it for $5 and selling it for 30 bucks. So my margin is good enough that I can leave it listed. But every night, this is last year's numbers. This year is a little bit different because we sell on Whatnot. So technically I can sell all my inventory tomorrow if I wanted to. I just run an all day Whatnot show and sell everything. But if I wanted to sell, last year was 50% of my inventory sold every 90 days. So every 180 days I had pretty much 100% turnaround on my store. So I hope that makes sense. What size clear poly bags you use the most? 9x11. They're linked to my bio. The booth behind me is also linked to my bio. If you go to the products we use on a daily basis in my link tree, on Facebook you got to go to my pin post, but on TikTok it's in my bio. Same with YouTube, it's in my bio. It's in the products we use on a daily basis. Can you get full price on Whatnot? No. Typically on Whatnot you get lower than eBay prices, but as you build a following, your prices will go up. Hang on. I can kind of speak to this a little bit. So when we first started Whatnot, our average sales price, and this includes giveaways too, was $30.89. Really, really good. We only sold 168 items that month though. Then it went up again. It went to $36.58 average sales price. And then, well, I recorded my numbers differently. So those probably are skewed because I used to put all the orders into one order. So if I sold 2 things, it would be technically one order. And then after that month, I switched back to the normal way to do it. So probably by June, I was doing this correctly. My June sales were $21.86. And then it started, so as you can see, it started to dip. It went $21.86, and then I finished the year at $26.78. So it increased by $5. So we started learning what brands are selling better. We're also getting a bigger crowd, so the numbers are going up. So as you get a bigger crowd, you should expect bigger numbers. There is a point in time, I believe, where almost all of our items will sell for eBay prices as we build our Whatnot audience. So that all takes some time though. All right, let's ship the next order. Next up is I gotta go back to my sales. Next up is a Robert Graham shirt. This is a men's size 4XL. I picked this up in a bulk buy for $8. It's just a simple like stripe pattern, but it's got a really good flip cuff. The flip cuff looks like that. Sold for 50 bucks after fee, shipping, cost of goods. I make $32 even, and this one also is going to go into a Tyvek envelope. Best platform to sell on when you're first listing. I always say eBay because that's where you're going to get most of your sales, but if you want the most simplistic, it's going to be Poshmark or Mercari. But you won't see as many sales on those 2 platforms as you do eBay, in my opinion. Depending on what you sell though. If you sell hard goods, maybe you can get the same number of sales on something like Mercari. For clothing, I would say eBay is king all the time. I list the same items on all platforms. I get way more sales on eBay. If you make 6 figures a year, we'll see when I do my taxes this year if I did 6 figures this year. Probably. It's gonna be close. All right, let's ship out eBay orders. eBay orders is 9 eBay orders. Let's do some random ones first, some easy ones. All right, everybody, me and Chris were talking about this. Everybody gives Chris a hard time for selling Brooks Brothers. They do the same thing for me when I make my videos too. Brooks Brothers doesn't sell. This Brooks Brothers shirt was listed 4 days ago. I paid $6.96 for it. I had it listed for $22.99. Autoposher sent out a 10% offer, so this one sold for $20.69 plus shipping. So that's an easy like $12 profit, somewhere around there, after fee, shipping, cost of goods, and it was listed for literally 3 to 4 days. So Brooks Brothers does sell. You just got to price it right. You got to pick up the right ones. This one has the logo on the front. That's typically the ones that I pick up, are the ones with the logos on the front. So yeah, Brooks Brothers good. Just bread and butter. It's not going to make you $1 million unless you sell, 100,000 of these. But they are bread and butter, and they sell typically pretty quick. I really do appreciate you answering the questions. I've never questioned anyone on a live chat. Appreciate you being here. I always answer questions. So if you ever have any questions that pop up in your head and you see me live, feel free to hop on in, ask them. That's what I'm here for. It's going to ship for 13 ounces. That's my goal for 2024, 6 figures gross. So my 6 figures is going to be net. When Jennifer asked that question, that's going to be net, not gross. Gross, I'm almost 300K gross. Do you accept returns? I was trying to understand Mercari return policy. On Mercari, there pretty much is no returns unless you did something wrong, and then Mercari will force the return on you. I had somebody open a return like a week ago for fit, and I just said, like, you can't return for fit issues on Mercari, and Mercari just declined the return for them. They basically said the sleeve length was too short, but if you look at the pictures, it goes all the way down the shirt. So I was like, sorry, I don't accept returns for fit on Mercari. So as long as you didn't do something right, you should be good. Finally got a clothing booth. Nice. Oh, one of those behind me are like a clothing booth, like at a store. All right, let's do one of the harder sales now. Let's do this Harris Tweed and get it out of the way. This is a men's Harris Tweed suit jacket. This is what it looks like. Harris Tweed has like a really like itchy feel to it. So if you're ever going through the suits, just feel for the itchy feel. And normally it's a Harris Tweed or like a wool jacket. I paid $6.42 for this one. It sold for $35 plus ship. I will say with these Harris Tweeds, they don't have sizes on the inside. At least the ones that I found haven't had sizes. So be careful when you pick them up. This one sat for a while because it didn't have a size. I got an offer today and I took it like right away because I'm like, I just need to move this suit. Still made a decent profit on it, but just be careful when you pick up suits without sizes. So what are your return policies for eBay? Depends on the item. So for example, this suit right here is buyer pays shipping and buyer pays return shipping. The reason I do that for suits is because a lot of people like to rent suits. So I don't allow them to rent them for free. They have to pay the return shipping. That way I don't lose any money. On things like pants and jeans, I usually do buyer pays shipping and buyer pays return shipping because those are one of my most returned items, pants, because if they don't fit perfectly, people like to return them. When it comes to shirts, lightweight shirts like the one I'm wearing, I do free shipping and I do buyer pay shipping and free returns. So they can return it for free if it doesn't fit, no worries. So it just depends on the item. Which cross-listing program do you recommend? I recommend looking at all of them. I use List Perfectly. All of them pretty much come with a free trial. So feel free to try them all out. I have a couple videos on List Perfectly. So feel free to go watch those and make your decision from there. But I'm going to promote List Perfectly because that's the one that I use. I do have a link in my bio. If you sign up through the link, you'll get 30% off your first month off List Perfectly. This is going to ship for $7.20. Like a shirt. Appreciate you. Got this from Pretty Good Resales over on Whatnot. I've been receiving this message. Your referral just joined Poshmark. What does that mean? It means somebody went through your referral code to join Poshmark. I don't know if you have it posted anywhere, but I hear there's a glitch with that. There's somebody on Instagram that said that they got like a whole bunch of those in one day and they don't even have the code linked. So just reach out to Poshmark, just send them a message and say, hey, I think there's a glitch, and they'll take care of it for you. But I hear you answer, do you pay for shipping or buyer? Depends on the item. So this item, buyer paid shipping on. Typically when I'm shipping out my orders, you'll hear me say buyer pays shipping or free shipping. It just depends on the item and when I listed it. Because now when we list everything, it's buyer pays shipping. I've been trying to decide which cross-listing to use. Yeah, all of them come with free trials, so feel free to try them all out. But I have that 30% off code if you end up going with List Perfectly. Do you have a video on how to measure pants? What platform is it on? I don't have a video, I don't think. Scott, is that a real question? Waist measurement. Front rise. Front rise is the crotch measurement from the bottom to the top. Back rise is the same, just in reverse. And then inseam is what we take. Some people take the cuff measurement too. I don't do the cuff measurement. I just leave that one alone. I don't know if I can't tell if Scott's being serious. I receive a lot daily. I don't have a code. It's annoying. Okay. Yeah, reach out to Poshmark and see if they can help you with that. It's probably just a glitch. About Mercari before, I don't think you understood me. Sorry. You used to say they wouldn't pay taxes if you ship like on Pirate Ship. Do they now? Could you look? You should pay taxes if you give free shipping, Bobby. Their buyer's only going to pay taxes on the price that they paid for the item. So if they paid $25, they're going to pay taxes on that $25. If you get your shipping label off of another platform, they're not paying taxes on that because you're giving free shipping to the buyer. Do you wash your clothes? Yeah, I send them the Scott way. He washes them for me. Next up, we got a Outerknown. This is a really good brand to be on the lookout for. Look out for that label, Outerknown. Pick it up for $803. This one sold for $24.99 plus shipping. $803 and $24.99 plus ship. I think this was listed for about a month. Hey, is your printer done printing labels yet? No. We print them off one at a time over here, Chris, so we don't mess anything up. By the way, Chris, you shipped you know that card game? I saved you, buddy. You shipped that card game in a priority mailbox, even though it was a ground label. My mailman would have caught that. So you're welcome. I had to slowly peel off the label and then stick it on another package and then tape it down. Such a rookie mistake. Jeez, this guy. I'm gonna have to teach him how to ship too. My lord. On Poshmark, what apps help you shares your listings and sends out offers? It's called Autoposher. I have a link in my pin post for Autoposher. It sends out offers. It relists on Poshmark for me, and it shares for me. Does all three of those on Poshmark. It also does that same thing on eBay and Mercari. Not sharing, but the rest of those. You understand what I'm saying. You get it. Did you throw all? No, I told you guys. I opened them all up and I'm going to sell them on my next whatnot. I always struggle with shipping tape and getting it to peel. I think it's stuck between uses. What shipping tape do you use? This thing I've been using for 4 years. I know Chris gave me a lot of shit for it yesterday, but I just bought one of these, and you just reload it, and then there's two little prongs right here, and the tape sticks to it. So after you're done, you peel it off, you stick it down, and then it's ready for the next one. Don't use just a roll of tape and try to do it by hand. That would be crazy. That's probably why it's getting stuck on you. Just use any old tape gun, especially one that's cheap that you can buy one time. Me and Bold North are on the same page with that one. How many people in my chat use one of these? Leave me a thumbs up, because all these people give me flack for it yesterday. I'm new to this, and sometimes I lose money on eBay shipping, and I weigh everything. You shouldn't. If you do it correctly and you click the correct service, and your buyer buys that service, you should never lose money on it. Look at all those thumbs up. Let's go. I like you guys. I reload it with eBay tape. That's exactly what I used to do. Now I buy this tape because it's cheaper on Amazon. I use my eBay quarterly coupon on boxes instead of tape. But look at all those thumbs up. Gosh, I feel better. Last night I couldn't sleep last night because of how much Chris told me I need a tape gun. Next up we got a Koi. This is a women's scrub top. We're not going to pick these up anymore because this took way too long to sell. Paid $7.47. It sold for $16.19 plus shipping. Not that good of a profit. This is one of Kayla's early pickups. We don't pick up this brand anymore, so cheap at Walmart. What size clear bags do you in your shop do you use? They're linked in my link tree in my bio. Amazon link tree or Amazon storefront. You go to the products we use on a daily basis. I think they're 9x11 is the size of the bags we use. But they should be the first one. If you click on the clear bags in there, it'll take you right to the same size that we use. Can you repeat the information on Poshmark? Yeah, so they asked what app I use, or it's not really an app, it's a website that I use to share my Poshmark listings. It also sends out offers for me, and it also relists items for me. And that is Autoposher. That's linked in my pin post. And if you use my code, I think you get $5 off your first month with Autoposher. What's up, Blue Collar? Appreciate the heart me. What brand scrub? It was called Koi, Koi. We don't pick them up anymore. We picked them up for a very short period of time. One sold like this, and that's what made us think like, hey, these are good to pick up. They sell really quickly. And then we listed 2 more, and this one has been listed for 3 months, and it finally sold. So I'm no longer picking up this brand because it doesn't sell super fast. By the way, if you're watching on TikTok, tap that screen. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you like the live. Hit that like button. Easy peasy. It's free to tap the screen. You can just like, if you can poke me, if you're watching this on TikTok, just poke me in the eye consistently. Especially if you don't like me, then really poke me in the eye. That will help out a lot. I see I dropped some hearts on Facebook for, let's go. Let's go. Good show last night. What time did you get done packing last night? I think it was like around 11 o'clock. And then Chris dipped, and then I ate dinner because I didn't eat dinner until late last night because we had a late lunch yesterday. The day before, when me and Chris and I went thrifting, we literally didn't eat all day. I got home at 4 o'clock and I realized I hadn't even had breakfast or lunch. I was like starving. But Chris wouldn't allow me to eat. He said like, look, dude, you're not eating today. We're thrifting all day. If you slow me down, I'm leaving you wherever we are. I'm stealing. No, he drove us there, so he wouldn't steal our car. But yeah, he said he was going to leave me at the thrift store, which wouldn't really be a bad thing. I probably could have survived at a thrift store. I'd have just thrifted all the aisles. Next up, these are Eileen Fisher jeans. Picked these up for $6.96. They sold for $31.49 free shipping. They are going to go padded flat rate. This is an older listing. Eileen Fisher jeans don't sell as well as Eileen Fisher tops do, and we learned that through these jeans. So we're still learning women's brands. You spend $100 plus for your Dymo. I bought my Dymo originally from Amazon, so yeah, I bought it new, so it would be over $100. You can get them pretty cheap if you buy them through Facebook Marketplace. Buy used ones. That's what I would suggest if you want a Dymo. Or you click on the link in my bio and get IDPRT printer. Any new bolos you've come across? Ooh, I got one for you guys. I picked it up. Appreciate the hearts over on Facebook. That must be free collar. Here's a bolo for you guys. Some of you guys might know this brand, but other of you probably don't. And I found this on a new rack when we were at Red, White, and Blue. Me and Chris. Chris and I always say that. Me and Chris. I need to use proper English. This is a good brand right here. The brand is Icebreaker. Who in the chat knows it? Leave a thumbs up. Who doesn't know it, leave me a thumbs down. That way I get a better idea who knows this brand. Icebreaker, really, really good brand to be on the lookout for. I only paid $10 for it. It is a full zip jacket, which is a little bit more rare. Typically you find these in sweaters. Sweaters is where you'll find these. If you look up comps on these, they're pretty crazy. Let's actually go look up a comp really quick. Icebreaker full zip jacket. I could probably look up the model of it, but I'm not going to. And I'm going to put quilted in the title too, because it's a little quilted. All right, so I think this is a men's too, which might add a little bit more value to it. Here's one that's listed. I think this is the same exact one. Let me show. I think it's the same exact one. $69.98 plus shipping, and then we'll go over to sales. There's another similar one to that, to $74, and then we'll hit used, and then we'll hit sold. There's one right there. Quilted, full quilted one went for $119. Similar, that's really similar to mine. There's 44. I think that person undersold theirs though. 49, 120, 79. There's a similar one to mine too. 79 best offer. So there you go. Really good brand. Icebreaker. The wool sweaters do really good too, so be on the lookout for those. Let me flip this back because this always confuses me when it's mirrored. So yeah, Icebreaker. That's a good bolo brand to be on the lookout for. Chris tried to steal that from me too. That guy tried to steal a lot of stuff from me. All right, let's go back to shipping orders. Selling. Love your sweatshirt. Appreciate it. at a lot of people don't know Icebreaker. It's really rare. You don't find it too often. Orders awaiting shipment. All right, got a Viella shirt. This is another decent brand to be on the lookout for, but with these, I only pick up the ones that are wool blend. So this one is, I think, 80% cotton, 20% wool. These always sell really fast. I actually just listed this like 4 days ago. Same with that Ralph Lauren shirt, I think I said. No, it's the other shirt, Brooks Brothers shirt. Listed these the same exact day. This one sold for $26.99 plus shipping. I paid $8.03 for it. But I only pick up the ones that are wool. If you pick up the cotton ones, they sit for a little bit longer if they're 100% cotton. If you pick up men's Bonobos pants, I don't typically, because the thrift store we go to, Red, White, and Blue, for some reason they price up Bonobos. So every Bonobos pair of pants I've pretty much found at Red, White, and Blue has always been $25, even half off at $12.50. It's not worth it. If I find them for like $5, it probably is worth it to pick them up for $5, especially if they're the performance shorts. Thanks for the bowl. I appreciate it. We have just passed it up. You just passed it up? You passed up that brand? Ooh, you need to go back to that thrift store and find it again. Do you only resell clothes? No, we sell hard goods too. I got a hard good that I about to ship out here in a second. But mostly clothing. Like 95% clothing. Okay, I'm back. You can start again. Okay. We got to open everything up and start it all over again because Trisha just got here. By the way, I've been losing my voice the last few days. I thought taking a break from doing lives would help me, but my voice is still going out. If you want me to mod here on YouTube, no, I should be good. I don't really get too many trolls on YouTube, to be honest. So I should be good, but I appreciate you asking. Every once in a while, Wayne likes something hard. Facts. All right, next up, this is a hard good that we sold. This is a train. It is called the Canadian National Boxcar. Picked this up for $3.25. It sold full price for $17.99 plus shipping. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to wrap it in some bubble wrap and throw it in a poly mailer, and it should work out just fine. Take a little bit of this Buble wrap and wrap this up, and then poly mailer it up. Hanger drop? Yeah, when's the next hanger drop, Trisha? Yeah, when's the next hanger drop? Everybody wants that. Everyone wants the hanger that's behind me. Actually, it's not behind me today. But Trisha's slacking. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, Trisha. When's the next hanger drop? Former reseller here. What's your favorite platform? My favorite platform to sell on used to be eBay. I think it's Whatnot by far because it's just, I like doing lives. Obviously, I'm live right now. So, I think Whatnot for this year, if it's just like reselling platforms that don't involve live selling, I think it would be eBay because I know it would be eBay because I get more sales on eBay. My favorite platform is the one I make more sales on. Another 12 on deck. Let's go. Trisha's almost there. She's almost got the hangers ready to go for you guys. Get some peppermint tea for the throat. Peppermint tea for the throat. I didn't even know they made peppermint tea. All right, this is gonna go into a poly bag. It's wrapped up. It should get there in one piece. I've shipped out quite a few of these so far this year in poly bags. I've never had an issue. So instead of using a box, I just opt to use a poly bag because it's cheaper, and it's cheaper to ship for the label cost, and it's cheaper for the cost of the box and everything too. What price per unit do you try to bulk buy at? Depends on the items. So let's say the items are all worth $200. I might pay up for those items. But if most of the items are worth like, let's say $25, then I'll try to pay like somewhere between $4 to $8 a piece, somewhere between there, depending on how many I'm getting too. If I'm getting like 20 items, I try to pay less. If I'm getting 200 items, I might pay a little bit more because I'm getting them in bulk. I'm paying for the convenience of not having to go to thrift stores and buy them, so I might actually pay a little bit higher than thrift store prices, if that makes sense. Let's get a ship for $4.24. What's up, Arizona Pickin'? Does USPS have a weight limit? On some of the packaging, yes. 70 pounds is the weight limit, but to be honest, it's really hard to get up to 70 pounds. Unless you're shipping like furniture and stuff like that, or like bulk buys or stuff like that. Next one. Just purchased out of 4 things today for about 20 each and picked up some New Year's goodies. Nice. Nice. What label printer do you have? I use a Dymo 4XL. I have an IDPRT linked in my bio. It's a little bit cheaper than the Dymo is. Next up, you won't be able to see this, and it took me forever to get it in this. As you can see, I ripped the packaging, but it's in here. It's safe. This is a men's Beretta wool jacket. Pick this up for $6.96. It's a Pew Pew jacket. It has the Pew Pew patches on the front. I can't say the other word on TikTok, otherwise I'll get banned, but Pew Pew. It has patches on the front. That's what the Pew Pew jackets look like. $6.96. This one sold in less than a month for $59.99 plus shipping. Buyers all in for $77. And this is going to go into a shoebox. Picked up Gucci sneakers. Nice. Just make sure they're authentic. That is the key to Gucci. I'm just going to slide that right in a shoebox and ship it out just like this. Should arrive there in one piece. No worries. I've never heard of Whatnot. Good, Jennifer. That's great. If you go through the link in my bio, Jennifer, and for anybody watching this that doesn't know what Whatnot is, you should sign up. We're going to start doing auctions again, not this weekend, but the following weekend. We're going to start it up again. But Whatnot is a live auction website, and that's where we sell everything. We start things at $1. And if you sign up through the link in my bio, you'll get $15 for free. So there's $15 credit, absolutely free if you sign up through the link in my bio. So go sign up and get your $15, and then you can use it on our show or anybody else's show. So if you like, I don't know, if you like trading cards, there's people that sell trading cards. If you like clothing, there's tons of people that sell clothing, but it's all free money. It's literally just sitting in my bio for free, for the free ski. $15 for you to spend on anywhere. Whatnot is amazing. It's fun. They're real Gucci. Nice. I got some Gucci shoes too that I recently picked up from my bulk buy guy. But I do have to authenticate them. This is going to ship for $9.59. Your Whatnots are fun too. We try to make them fun. We try to make them as fun as we can. We got some new ideas for the new year for our Whatnots too. And of course, we got giveaways and all kinds of stuff that we typically do on our Whatnot shows. So we got big things coming in the new year. Depop. I don't really know what Depop. So I've never sold on Depop, so I don't really know. I don't know how to answer that question because I've never sold there. I know it's vintage kids like love to sell on Depop. Certain styles do better on Depop, but I don't know because I don't sell there. What website do you use to authenticate items? I either look at eBay listings or I'll use apps. Like for example, Ethan uses an app called I think Check to check the shoes to make sure they're authentic. There's everything for sale there and giveaways galore. Yep, you can literally just go from live to live on Whatnot and just enter in giveaways. Got me spoiled on Whatnot. I've been getting junk from other sellers on there. Nice. Hopefully you're selling them for a profit. There's people that buy from us and sell it for a profit. We're completely cool with that. I'll take that all day. Like I was telling Chris, I think the last 3 Twillery shirts we sold on Whatnot all sold for $9. The people who bought those are going to make money on those. Stuff that Chris sold yesterday. Chris sold a pair of Judy Blue women's size 31 jeans for $20 yesterday on Whatnot. I sell those all day for $40 plus shipping. So whoever bought those, I think it was Deals Daily, they're going to make money on those. Easily make money. And you don't have to go and source them. You literally buy them from Whatnot, have them shipped to your front door. Last sale is this Banana Republic fishing vest. These always sell really fast for us. We listed this the same time we listed those other 2 shirts that sold. Paid $6.96 for this one, and this one sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Buyers all in for 43 doll hairs. So really quick sale. How do you resell clothes in the UK? The same way you do in the US. eBay has a UK market as well. I did on a Robert Graham shirt I got from you. There you go. I love to hear it. I love to hear when people. I'm not one of those people that get upset when things go for less. I think it's part of the game, and I understand that. Like, I'm completely fine with it. I actually like when things go for less because I think that draws in the reseller crowd, and I also get the crowd that's buying for themselves too. So the crowd that's buying for themselves, you guys know how Whatnot works. The crowd that buys for themselves typically run items up, but the resellers will start your items out for you. So you need resellers, you need items to go for less so the resellers are happy, and then you also need the natural buyers that are coming in to buy for themselves too that run your items up. So either way, I'm cool with it. And we'll always cater to the resellers. There's always, I think even if we get to the point where we're selling eBay prices, we're still going to throw stuff in the buy it now for cheap. So that way the resellers can come in and buy some stuff and sell it online. You need everybody in your shows. You can't just have all natural buyers. Well, you can. but you still should cater to the resellers, especially since the resellers are the people that helped us build our platform. So we'll always cater to you guys. Last up, already talked about this, $6.96 into $29.99. I'm gonna try to fit it in this guy. I don't know if it's gonna fit in here though. If it does, I'm gonna save a little bit of money. Younger peeps, yeah, that's why I feel like Depop is for like vintage younger peeps. I like how you call it peeps. I think I can get this to fit. How does Whatnot work? What you do is you sell everything to a guy named Scott Way, and that's the K Way. I'm fishing, hunting, hiking brands. I live in the outdoor area, so if you want to know what hiking, like fishing brands, stuff like that, go to my eBay store. It's linked in my bio, and just filter for my solds. You can see all the brands that we currently sell. I found some Purple Brand jeans. Purple Brand. I don't think I've ever found Purple Brand before. Those are good. I don't think I've ever found it before. Maybe once. That's what she said. Did it change? Did what change? Alright, there we go. Push it in, push it in. If you buy on Whatnot, make sure your payment method is loaded up. Yes. You'll actually not be able to bid unless your payment method is loaded up. It'll give you an error message. So just make sure, yeah. Normally people find that out when they try to bid on the first item, and then it's fixed from there on out. Also, if you buy on Whatnot, please, especially on our Whatnot shows, make sure you have your proper address in your account. I think between the last like 60 days, I've had like 7 people message me and like, hey, I set up my Whatnot account with the wrong address. I'm like, I've had that happen one time on eBay this year, and I've had it happen 7 times in 60 days on Whatnot. So if you set up a Whatnot account, please just make sure you put in your proper address and not the address you lived in 2 years ago. I don't even know how that's possible unless it auto puts it in for you. But you should really check that. Because it's such a hassle to have to reach out to Whatnot and then have them send me a new label, and then they've even given me improper labels, so I had to reach back out to them, and it's a pain. So just make sure you sign up with your proper account, please. Thank you. Or proper address. I still don't understand how people do that. Do you have to wash clothes before you sell them? The only time we wash items if they have stains or bad smells. It's the only time we wash our items. Stains or bad smells. There we go, chat. We got it. At least once per live. I always get that question. I always answer it the same way. Same exact way. I'm going to put a little piece of tape on this because this is kind of tight. Ship this out for $8.30 because it fit into a padded flat rate. If I didn't fit it in here, it would have cost me over $10 to ship. Ground advantage. So I saved myself some money, and it's actually going to end up at the buyer's address faster because it's priority. You pick up good American jeans, yes. As long as they're priced appropriately, we try to buy them for 10 or under. Good American always sells really fast. Make sure you pick up bigger sizes will always sell better. So typically like size 26, 27 will sit for a while, but like 30, 31, 32, those will move super fast. So we try to focus on those sizes when we're selling good American. At what point I would cancel an order? At that point, I would cancel the order and rerun item another day. If they have the wrong address, all they have to do is reach back out to Whatnot. It does take like a day or two for Whatnot to give me a new label, but yeah, I don't like rerunning items. That's why we don't do any cancellations, because then we have to wait till our next show. And say we did a show on Saturday and our next show is Friday, especially for consignment pieces. That person is expecting a payout because they saw their item sell, and now I got to reach out to them and be like, hey, your item technically didn't sell because it got canceled. So that's why we do no cancellations. That's why we try to fix all the orders so that way we can pay out our consigners. Thanks for being so helpful. Appreciate you being here. Where's Chris? He's outside. Yeah, that makes sense with the consignment. Yeah, we try, because I mean, I always feel weird like reaching out to the consigner and being like, hey, your item sold, but it really didn't sell. And they'll be like, wait, I saw it sell. I'll be like, well, the person wanted to cancel. So, and then they're like, well, you told us that there's no cancellations. Yeah, I know. So we try not to cancel anymore. You resell coats that have been previous owner's name on it and personal info. Like for example, some North Face jackets, especially kids jackets, they have like whose jacket is this and they write their name on it. Yeah, I'll sell it because it's on the inside, so nobody will ever see it. As a flight attendant, I'm in Europe at least once a month. Any European brands to look out for? That I don't know. Chat, if you know any European brands to look out for, drop it in the chat. I love watching you shop. Appreciate it. The live thrift from yesterday will be up probably early next week because I still have last week's live thrift to put up. So that'll be out hopefully today. So if you want to get your live thrifting itch, if you missed last week's live thrift, that should be up today. If not, it'll be up tomorrow. I'm gonna make a bunch of content today. I have like 3 videos, short form videos from live thrifting with Chris, and other videos that we made. So I need to put those up today. So I'm gonna work on that. Doc Martens, there you go. Doc Martens. Oh, yeah, that's true. Made in Europe, vintage Docs. How do you get better at the listing steps? I still struggle with that part. Great at photo. So to help you with listings, what you should do is create templates. That's what I have. So like I have a template for polo shirts. So everything is filled in but my title and my measurements. And then after I do my title, I just copy my title and put it down into the description and paste it and then put in my measurements. Everything else is set up. So I would say do templates. Templates speed up the process. Where do you post your live thrifts? YouTube. Yeah, my YouTube channel is the same as here. It's K-Way Shop. By the way, appreciate everybody who has been subscribing on YouTube. I think we're over 11K subs now, and that's all built off of pretty much posting live thrift content and shorts. So you can build a pretty strong audience. Yeah, I'm at 11,070 subs on YouTube. Pretty crazy. I started this year with like less than 1,000 subs, and now I'm over 1,100 or 11,000. I think next year my goal is to be over 50K subs on YouTube. That's my goal. What video editor do you use? I use InShot. Shout out Bearded Thrifter. He's the one who told me about InShot. England is where OG Doc Martens store is located. It's still a business. Okay, cool. Do they still make docs in England though? Do they still make them in England? Because I thought the ones that say made in England on the bottom are all vintage. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have a video on listing? I don't, but next year I should. I'm gonna start getting deep diving into YouTube. I'll make some like tutorial videos for you guys. I was supposed to do it this year, but I never got around to it because we started Whatnot. Yeah, you can sell like this on eBay. Yeah, you can. The only thing is with that, it doesn't fill out your description for you. Yes, okay, cool. The ones sold in England are made in England. Awesome. I've never been to England before. I was approved but I don't know. Do it. Any suggestions? You're approved to sell on Whatnot. So with Whatnot, I'll tell you guys this. If you're starting to think about selling on Whatnot, awesome. I want everybody to come over to Whatnot and sell on it. It only helps the platform if you get more sellers on the platform selling really good stuff. But that's the key. You have to sell really good stuff, and you have to expect not to grow an audience fast at all. I know that we grew it pretty fast, but that's because we have a big social media following. Like right now I have 150 plus people watching me on YouTube. I have 44 people watching me on Facebook and YouTube. Or no, 150 people on TikTok, 44 on Facebook and YouTube. So I have 200 people that I can advertise a Whatnot show to like this. Whereas Paul, if you do your advertisements, if you don't have like a page with a bunch of followers, it's going to be really hard because Whatnot is all about advertising. That's key. You can't just list something on Whatnot like you can on eBay and it goes to millions of people. You got to be the person that brings the millions of people to your platform. So expect the growth to be slow. When you do a live for the first time, you might only have 4 people in your live and you might hold up 60 items and only have 1 sell, but that's part of the growth. You need to start slow. It's kind of like growing a social media platform. If you ever try to grow a social media platform, you start with 5 people is what I used to have in my lives, and now I have 143. It took me a long time to build this up. There's a lot of people that join Whatnot and quit within the first like 2 weeks because they're like, oh, I don't see any success on it. You only gave it 2 weeks. If you go to the gym, and they only do 1 show a week for those 2 weeks. So they've done 2 total shows, and they expect to be selling, thousands of dollars on Whatnot. If you go to the gym for 2 weeks and you only go 2 days out of 2 weeks, you're not going to have a 6-pack. That's not how it works. I wish it worked like that because that's what I would do. But you have to build that up, and that's part of Whatnot. And a lot of people don't understand that. It's not like eBay. It's not like Poshmark. You can't just list your item and it sells. You have to really bring that audience to your platform, or you have to build it organically on Whatnot, which also takes a lot of time. So just make sure you keep that in mind. It's not going to be quick. It's not going to be a quick growth. So she said. Can you look at our store, K-Way? I'm not going to do any store reviews today. I might do some later on next week. This week has just been busy. I got a ton of stuff to do this week. So how long have you been doing this? I've been reselling for, I think, 6 years now. Since 2018. Would that be 6 years? That'd be 5 years. It's over 5 years. Yeah, something like that. 5 or 6 years. Something like that. I don't know. Something close to that. What's up, Debbie? All right, I'm going to go ahead and head off. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Will I be live later tonight? If I do a live later tonight, it's going to be early. It's going to be somewhere around like 9 o'clock. And it might just be like a 30-minute like Q&A live. Because I'm going to get some videos done today. And I got to get some listings done today. So, yeah. So if I do a live, it'll be around 9 o'clock p.m. EST. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'll be shipping out orders, all that good stuff. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.